Keir Starmer's immigration policy is no longer just under scrutiny, it is showing clear signs of collapse. With an unprecedented surge in illegal channel crossings and growing public outrage, the British Prime Minister has been forced to convene urgent meetings, not in Parliament, but on the international stage. The question is, what triggered this sudden flurry of diplomacy, and why are foreign leaders now being drawn into a crisis that, in theory, should be managed within the United Kingdom? The story behind these hastily arranged talks reveals just how far the situation has deteriorated at home. Let's break it down, but first, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content. The Labour leader is under mounting pressure due to the collapse of border control, which has driven him to engage in high-level discussions with foreign heads of state, not as an act of proactive leadership, but as a reaction to a spiraling emergency he no longer appears to control. With a dramatic escalation in the number of illegal small boat crossings, Starmer has opted to seek support beyond Britain's borders, raising serious questions about the effectiveness of his immigration strategy and his government's ability to secure the nation's frontiers. The Prime Minister has confirmed he will meet with key European figures, France's Emmanuel Macron, Germany's Friedrich Merz, and Italy's Giorgia Meloni, during the G7 summit in Canada. At the heart of these talks lies the escalating wave of illegal vessels crossing the English Channel. Starmer has stated his intention to strengthen cooperation with these countries, particularly France, in order to stem the flow of irregular entries into the UK. On his way to the summit, he told reporters that the Labour Party has been working to improve relations with the French government and that he is committed to stopping the crossings. He stressed that no one should be making such a journey and pointed to what he described as increasing cooperation with northern French authorities. He also said the issue would be raised not only with Macron, but with Meloni and Merz as well, signaling an effort to push for a broader, Europe-wide strategy. His remarks underscore both the scale of the crisis and the urgency now being attached to it. The timing is no coincidence. Just days ago, GB News revealed that more than 15,000 people have entered the UK illegally via the channel so far in 2025, a deeply alarming figure, especially considering the year is not even halfway through. This comes after a temporary drop in crossings due to adverse weather conditions. As soon as the weather improved, multiple boats were once again spotted launching and being tracked en route to British shores. For many critics, this renewed surge is proof that the Labour government's measures are simply not working. Speaking to GB News, Shadow Immigration Minister Chris Philp delivered scathing criticism. He described the situation as a complete breakdown of border control. Philp highlighted that reaching 15,000 illegal crossings by June alone makes 2025 the worst year on record for small boat arrivals. While human traffickers and criminal networks make millions, he said, Labour ministers are standing in Westminster rehearsing soundbites. He also took aim at Starmer's decision to dismantle key policies inherited from a Conservative government, particularly those aimed at deterrence and removals. According to Philp, Labour has failed to produce any credible alternative, accusing the Prime Minister of breaking records for all the wrong reasons. How many more records does Keir Starmer need to break before he finally admits his plan has failed? He asked. In response, a Home Office spokesperson defended the government's current strategy, arguing that people smuggling gangs care little whether the vulnerable individuals they exploit live or die, as long as they pay. They emphasized that the government would stop at nothing to dismantle these criminal enterprises and bring those responsible to justice. The spokesperson outlined a multifaceted approach that includes international intelligence sharing under the Border Security Command, increased enforcement operations in northern France, and new legislation under the Border Security, Asylum and Immigration Bill. According to the statement, this legislation is designed to identify, disrupt and dismantle criminal networks while simultaneously strengthening the UK's border defences. However, despite these official claims, the reality on the ground tells a different story. Channel crossings continue to hit record highs. Footage has emerged showing French authorities standing by as dinghies are launched towards British waters. And now, the British Prime Minister has been forced to elevate the matter to an international summit in an effort to contain the fallout. What is becoming increasingly clear is that Labour's approach is failing. The numbers keep rising, public confidence is eroding, and rather than presenting domestic solutions, Starmer is now leaning on foreign leaders to help manage a crisis playing out overwhelmingly on British soil. The Prime Minister can continue to champion international cooperation, but as long as the boats keep coming and the figures continue to climb, the political pressure will only intensify. With critics already describing the situation as a collapse, Starmer now faces the very same question he once posed to previous governments. Where is the plan? In other news, Nigel Farage's UK Doge unit is preparing to take action against a local council accused of financial mismanagement, following a key meeting between Zia Youssef and Reform UK's local representatives. The mission? To explore how hundreds of thousands of pounds in taxpayers' money might be recovered. Zia Youssef, who recently took over leadership of the Doge unit after stepping down as party chairman last week, visited West Northamptonshire Council on Friday. Following this initial meeting, Reform UK plans to launch a full audit through its specialist team, tasked with identifying inefficiencies and unnecessary spending within the council's accounts. Once the analysis is complete, a technical report will be submitted to Reform's local leadership in West Northamptonshire, outlining specific recommendations aimed at curbing what the party sees as irresponsible use of public funds. It's worth noting that Reform UK had already begun compiling evidence of wasteful spending across the 10 councils where it secured representation following the 2025 local elections. One such case points directly to West Northamptonshire, where the council reportedly paid £44,000 to a net zero strategy officer solely to develop a local waste management plan. Meanwhile, in neighbouring North Northamptonshire, another decision has drawn controversy. £1.1 million was allocated to a 4-year contract for distributing free e-cigarettes to residents trying to quit smoking. The UK Doge unit, made up of software developers, data analysts, and forensic auditors, has scheduled visits to all 12 local governments currently under Reform UK's control. Their mission is clear: to scrutinise public spending and ensure every pound is used as efficiently as possible. Zia Youssef explained that, for too long, taxpayers have watched their money disappear without accountability. While taxes continue to rise, essential services, such as bin collections, road maintenance, and public service investment, have steadily declined. According to Youssef, Reform UK achieve a landmark victory not only in West Northamptonshire but across the country, with a clear mandate to change this reality. As part of that commitment, the UK Doge unit was created to identify and eliminate wasteful local government spending. The team, he stressed, will operate using advanced technological tools and will be focused on delivering real, measurable results for voters. From West Northamptonshire Council, Councillor Mark Arnold, the current council leader, expressed his full support for the initiative. He publicly welcomed the involvement of Youssef's team, emphasizing its value in identifying areas of inefficient expenditure within the local budget. According to Arnold, while the council continues its own efforts to streamline spending, the technical support being provided by the Doge unit, free of charge, will be hugely beneficial in freeing up resources that can be redirected towards key frontline services such as special education, adult social care, and road maintenance. Youssef's visit, which took place last Friday, coincided with the imminent announcement of another party initiative. Reform UK's team at Durham County Council is reportedly preparing a full review of the local authority's diversity, inclusion, and equity training programs. What are your thoughts on today's video? Let us know in the comments section, and don't forget to support this content by giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. Thank you. See you in the next video.